Chapter 2: Land Dealers Online. Why on earth would you want to buy land online? Online purchases are for things like clothes, movies, and PlayStations. Is it appropriate to make such a big life decision the same way you choose what to buy on Amazon? Well, the short answer is yes. If the dealer has a good track record, why should land sales be any different? Buying a car online is becoming more and more popular. Online shopping became a thing about 25 years ago. Today, the number of shoppers buying online is 2.05 billion. That's about 26% of the entire planet's population buying everything from puppies to parachutes off the internet. E-commerce sales are predicted to hit $6.5 trillion by 2023. The land buying and selling process may seem complicated, but it's straightforward. Land dealers usually buy in bulk from developers or investors, divide up and resell the land. Online land dealers are not agents. You will be doing business directly with the land dealer when you purchase any land from an online land dealer, including seller finance land, and the contract will be between you and the dealer. Some benefits of buying land online: no interaction, no face-to-face, no upsell, no pressure from an agent, a broader catalog of land for sale in more areas, local agents are local, the land is undeveloped in its raw form, no house, dwellings must be inspected, zero agent fees, you keep the change, pre-approval, no piles of paperwork, no banks. Ditch the traditional financing world. If you've looked online to buy land, which you almost certainly have by the time you read this book, you probably noticed the lack of anxiety associated with these searches. OnlineLandSales.com offers soon-to-be homesteaders the ability to browse land like you would any product on Amazon. You have a vast array of land available throughout the country, all filterable by things like size, price, and location. Typically, land purchased online is transacted on an SSL secured website. It's as simple as scrolling, choosing a plot of land, click Add to Cart, and go through the checkout. At OnlineLandSales.com, going through the SSL secured checkout will reserve your lot while the contract is being prepared. You will receive both an electronic and hard copy contract for signing. Once one is signed, you can start using your land any way you choose, in compliance with the contract and covenants. If you went to a local agent, they are precisely that, local. They deal locally in undeveloped land, typically within a day's drive. And still, those agents have probably never been there. Their selection is small, their leads are few, and they will be likely to waste your entire day driving out to plots where you will inevitably say, "Yup, that's land all right," followed by, "But not what I'm looking for." Then they will begin the pressure. They will talk about how great this land is and start talking about cutting better deals or throwing in this or that. It's too late. They've got your name in a book. You are now on some spreadsheet of leads, and they may never let you go. Online, you don't have a constant bug in your ear. You don't have the polished, smooth talk of a real estate agent who is perhaps even holding the land you want behind his back because he needs to dump this useless plot ASAP. When buying online, you see the whole catalog from the removed privacy of your screen. You don't contact anyone until you have already selected and accepted your land. The traditional real estate agent will expect a hefty fee, which is just a hidden commission for all that pressure and garbage that the agent will put you through. Hidden fees sometimes add thousands to the cost of your land. You will have paid him for playing tricks and hiding daggers, and you will pay the bank too. Before you even go to see the agent, you will have gone to see the bank. The bank will hold a magic algorithm for your future. Banks will look at how much money you have, what you do, and enter into the equation of whether you could pay back this loan all sorts of meaningless drivel, like what zip codes you've lived in, what you used to do for work, and what you spend your money on to build a profile. Banks will do this regardless of if you know you can pay back their loan or not. When you buy from an online land dealer, you are usually automatically approved for financing, and the down payment is usually low. There is usually no investigation into who you are, what you do, and what you had for dinner. Whether you can pay the loan back or not is your business. Online land dealers assume you already know you can, or you wouldn't have clicked buy. Online land dealers have security in the land, allowing them to offer the generous terms. OnlineLandSales.com, for example, offers the lowest down payment proposition in the industry and the best guarantee in the industry. Often, we even discount the already low down payment. OnlineLandSales.com encourages you to build on the land you purchased, but it's your choice. Many of our customers build a hunting cabin, or primary residence, or second home on their lot. Some customers use their lot for camping and hunting. Others buy and hold the land as an investment. Whichever you choose, you can start as soon as you sign your contract's electronic copy. The next step is to secure the necessary permits if building. Once all your permit paperwork is filed, you are ready to roll. It's your land, and you get to decide how to develop it. The best online land dealers offer online loan management. At OnlineLandSales.com, once the paperwork is signed, a personalized online loan management area is created to monitor your loan, make payments, or schedule future and recurring payments. At OnlineLandSales.com, we pay your property taxes, then charge your account once a year. After the payoff, you will pay your property taxes directly to the county. Most online land dealers handle property taxes in a similar way. Many online land dealers offer zero qualifying financing, no credit check. At OnlineLandSales.com, you're guaranteed financing, and there is no credit check. The contract is between Online Land Sales LLC and the customer. Terms customers have a personal online loan management area displaying all the loan details. The management area is where you will make payments and schedule recurring payments, typically free of charge. Generally, online land dealers will charge an interest rate. For example, OnlineLandSales.com charges 9%. The note, or term, is 15.5 years for loans greater than $10,000. OnlineLandSales.com's typical down payment is $121. Most online land dealers will charge similar fees. There is no balloon payment at the end of your loan with us. We even offer a 10% discount for early payment of the principal balance. Your monthly payment will be due on the same date each month. Some online land dealers may offer a due date change for a fee. Generally, after about 15 years, and your loan will fully amortize. You may be saying to yourself, buying land online from a land dealer can't be so simple, and what if I get ripped off? Here are a few things to keep in mind when buying land with seller financing. Higher interest. One distinct difference between a seller and bank financing is the interest rate. Banks offer lower interest rates. Many sellers will lower the interest rate substantially if given the same down payment that a bank requires. The seller's percentage rate may match or beat the bank's. Most seller financed land sales require less than 5% down, if any. Bank financed land deals usually start at 15% down as a minimum, with the average being much higher. Many online land dealers will be more flexible than banks could ever be. Risk of foreclosure. A seller financing a real estate transaction can foreclose upon the property, much like banks. Most seller financed land deals allow certain buyer rights and foreclosure options, giving the buyer time to pay while in default status, such as deadlines to pay past due amounts, much like banks. In general, land dealers selling with financing are in the position to be more flexible than the banks when it comes to mortgages. Trust in seller. No one wants to be exploited or overcharged. Concerns over whether the land is as described, buying land in a seller financed land deal, involves trust in the seller. Will the seller abide by the contract? Will the seller be honorable in their dealings with the buyer compared to banks? We can only speak for ourselves and mention that onlinelandsales.com has thousands of customers and the capacity to provide service and value in financed land safely to buyers. Most online land dealers also have written guarantees that allow the buyer to evaluate the lot at the time of purchase and, if not satisfied, return or exchange it. Many land dealers enjoy an excellent reputation and are publicly appreciated by their customers. So, whether you plan to build dwellings on your land or use it for camping and hunting, one of the most important purchases most people make can be undeveloped land. Buying undeveloped land online puts the power and the responsibility in your hands. You aren't handled and led around. You are acknowledged as the one in charge, not the rube who will bring today's sales commission. It is about keeping in tradition with the whole purpose of buying land, to liberate yourself from that control by others. Begin a life where you lead your life the way you want and own property to do with what you want. This experience is often people's first step into that world. There is no one to say no to you except you and your calculator. It's your first step into a much larger world.